Hi, everyone, and welcome. My name is Emily Medri. I am a light practitioner here at LoveLight Illuminations, as well as one of the energy artists. I wanted to do sort of a different type of video today, just sort of a sit down and chat, talking to you about this painting here called Mary's Vibration. Wanted to tell you about the story about how I painted her and why I painted her the way that I did, and a little bit about the importance of this painting. So, if you are not familiar with LoveLight Illuminations, it is a light healing system, different than an energy healing system. So, we're bringing in light and running it through the light centers of the light body. You can find more about that on our website. I did link that below. And all of this system, LoveLight Illuminations, it's an amazing gift from Mother Mary. This whole system was channeled directly from her. It took about 10 years to fully come into form. It was channeled by my mother, Cheryl Banfield. Mother Mary had come to her, told her to stop doing all of the energy work, the different modalities that she was doing at the time, and that Mother Mary had a whole new system for her. Like I said, it took about 10 years to channel the entire system because Mary was really only bringing in pieces of the system at a time. It was like sort of this huge puzzle. And it came in that way because the vibration of the earth and our vibration wasn't ready to handle the whole thing all at once. So Mother Mary has been directing this entire journey, this entire system, this entire everything that we do. She directed us to open the LoveLight Center here in Wells, Maine. She directed us in every aspect of what it was to look like, down to the paint color. She has brought forward many new concepts, new spiritual concepts that bring us beyond our mindful and awakened state, really allowing us to step into our own divine essence in a way that humans have not done in the past. One of the ways that we're able to do it so easily are because of these newly evolving light centers. They're crystalline in form and they hold our spiritual vibration. Those started developing after 2012. So Mother Mary has been the leader, the guide, really the director of all of this. And Mother Mary's mission is helping people remember and live from their spiritual self, allowing it to come into our everyday lives so that we can experience things in a much greater way, that we can experience life from more pure love, pure joy, and pure peace. All of that can come within us, can come from within us, from our spirit, and not get so caught up in all of the challenging situations, the challenging emotions. Now, she doesn't take us out of those completely. We're here to be human. We're here to have a human experience. But she does teach that we're able to do it in a more blended way, blending with our spirit. She has given us many tools and programs, events that run a very high vibrational energy, bringing in light codes that allow you to shift in your own vibration without the mindful work of doing it. It allows us to heal and release a lot of our deep stuff without having to go through it and experience it so heavily again. So I was asked by Cheryl Banfield, by my mother, to paint Mother Mary because she has such, obviously, an important role in everything that we do. This was my first commissioned piece, the first time that somebody had come to me and asked me to paint something specific. Usually as an energy artist, I am guided by visions, by feelings as to what I'm supposed to paint. This time was very different. So when I was asked to paint Mother Mary, I felt like this was quite a big job to do, and I had no idea how I was going to do it. It took me a little bit of time to come to terms with, yes, I can do this. And when I started painting, I did not have a clear idea of what she was to look like. Now, the way that Mother Mary has been coming in for us as a guide, as the director, as a spiritual teacher, she is coming in a really beautiful, divine way as a sacred mother, caring, wanting to share pure peace with us. She has come in such an expansive way, and the way that this whole system is set up, the way that we are working, we're not doing anything in a religious way. We are inclusive of all religions. So I did not want to picture her. I didn't want to depict her solely in a religious sense. I wanted to depict her in a way that was really honoring how she was coming through for us, for my mother, and guiding her in bringing this whole system forward. So as you can see, she does have a little bit of a look in the more traditional sense where she is wearing blue. That is a way that I think a lot of us can relate to her. I didn't want to give her a full human form because that is not who she is or how she has been coming to us. So you can see that, even though she has a lot of human aspects to her, the bottom is more of light. And that was my way of showing that she is a non-form light being. I was guided to put a stellated dodecahedron in her chest area. The stellated dodecahedron is a 12-point star that represents the full blend of the human and spirit, the physical and spiritual, in our full spiritual radiance. And I felt like it was really important to put that geometric shape in her heart space, as that is what she is bringing forward for all of us, helping us raise our vibration, bringing in more love, and helping the vibration of the earth raise as well. The other thing that I have depicted in this picture is that she is whitish blue. Now, the reason that I wanted to paint her that way, again, is because I did not want to depict her in the physical form, the human sense, because she is much more than that. And it was my way of showing a light being in more of a form. The cool thing that was actually way more than cool, it was really incredible, was painting her face. That was one piece that was difficult for me. It's difficult for me to start. I didn't know how I wanted to make her look. But the interesting thing is it sort of painted itself. I painted her in a way that was a younger look, because I felt that although she is so full of wisdom and full of knowledge and infinite expansiveness, the younger look to her was semi-intentional, because I felt that it was depicting how we feel as beings at our core, regardless of how we look physically as we age. We are who we are, timeless and infinite beings. I used acrylic paints, so if you're familiar with paints, it is one of the more defining paints, as it can be heavy and thick, and it's not as, let's say, transparent or flowing as watercolors, and you can't move it around or do what you want as much as oils. So in a way, the paint dries a lot faster, making it more definitive. Now, I tried to work on the shading of her face. I tried to change her cheekbones, and it just wasn't changing. It wasn't changing. I realized, as I was painting her face, that the eyes painted themselves. And I just couldn't believe it. So this painting definitely was, like I said, semi-intentional. It was also very guided and completely channeled, so much in the way that she really almost painted herself. The sort of halo looking structure at the top was, in a sense, meant to be a halo, but more so, it represents the 13th light center. Our 13th light center is located 12 feet above our heads, and it is actually the gateway into the divine plane. So this pictured above her head is really the gateway into divine and bringing divine light down. So I am going to be posting a more close up picture of her and what she looks like, so that you can have a few moments to look and check her out. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know what you think about all of this. This was quite the journey for me to do, both as an artist and as a practitioner. I feel very happy with how it came out. Part of it was, not what I expected at all, even though I didn't have a clear image in my head of what to expect. But like I said, I can't really argue if she painted herself. So thank you so much for joining me for this. Thank you for sticking through all of my explanation. I hope that it brought some clarity for you. And I look forward to answering any of your questions and reading your comments. Blessings of love and light.